Hello and welcome back to another Cupid Parasite. The annoying Parasite 6. For some reason, I already had this rewound back, I think. Or maybe I didn't. I don't even know. Anyway, continuing down the secret route here, and I don't have anything to say introduction-wise, so let's just keep going. Let's see, other than I wanted to check to see how far we are in the route, and it looks like we're about halfway, so still lots of stuff that could happen, and hopefully hopefully Jupiter turns into like his true form during part of this, is what I hope anyway, because it's supposed to be about Jupiter, so we'll see how that goes. Also, he entered a contract with the demon, not like a binding contract or anything, but they're gonna share secrets now apparently. After that, I was busy preparing for the Parasite 5 every day. Sorry to keep you waiting. This is a proposal for the program of the Parasite 5, and wait, none of them are here. Why?
Ah, Parasite 5? 全員帰ったわよ。用事があるんですって。
They have plans. They're busy people. What? Why? I hope my headphones last. I hear the beeping and I hope they don't die because that's annoying. But for today, let's have the first meeting of the Parasite 5 and the other cast. Wait, where are the women? Why are they gone?
ああ、ごめん。全員怒って帰っちゃった。
I have a feeling it's Alan's fault, just like it was in the common route. What? What did you do to them?
怖かった。アラン・メルビルの取り合いが始まってな。つい先ほど全員辞退すると言って去っていった。
Sounds like exactly like the common route. What? Professor Melville, what did you do to start a fight?
いや、俺のせいだけじゃないよ。さっき検査員くんがミストかけてたしね。いや、鬼のようなすごい形相だったよ。って今は教授と生徒の関係じゃないんだから、アランって呼んだよ、キュートなアワハニー。
I'll just call you Mr. Melville then. In any case, Ryuki, did you spray your mist at the women again?
女なんていた
Ryuki, I really do miss you. I really did miss you.
俺の見解ではロズウェル事件は UFO 騒動というよりも現代のラグナロクではないかと。
俺が悪かったのか。いやでも理想の女性を聞かれたら当然ああ言わざるを得なかったし。
Yep, they're all hopeless, which is why all the advice just gave up on them.
何かあったのか。
Okay, so I wonder what is Mr. Snail's like work to make them not go for him, because he always had a stand-in, but he doesn't have a stand-in anymore. So now, what's stopping the girls from wanting to go after him, I wonder? All the female cast for the Parasite 5 left. Didn't you notice, Mr. Snail?
仕事に集中していてな。すまない。
He's just gonna be oblivious, I guess. Oh, please, we're filming now. Peter, have a camera.
そういうことなら仕方ないね。男子チームだけで撮影しよう。
Okay, so it's not gonna be like a Parasite House thing. They're just going to film, I guess, at Cupid Corporation. Wait, will that work?
この調子だと他の女の子集めても本番中に大事故になりそうだからね。ってことで内容を変えよう。名付けて訳あり婚活男子がテレビ越しに魅力をお届けします。気になる子は電話してね。これでどうだ？
え、何その番組面白そう。俺も見てみたいな。
Dang it, Raul, you're in it. Like this, we busily spent our prep time until finally, the day of reckoning, or rather the day we filmed the Parasite 5 had come. I thought it was Parasite 6.
Gee!
He just couldn't handle it. On that day, I was flying through Second Avenue like my life depended on it.
大変だ。急がなければ間に合わない。というか、どうしてこんなギリギリになって加湿器なんて頼むんだ。あの外見パラサイトめ。重たい。だが人型では間に合わぬ。あと5分で撮影が始まるのだから。
But does he even know you can transform?
はい、路線欲の君たち。チャンネルはそのまま。パラサイト5の時間だよ。番組の司会は僕、みんなのボンバーチョリソーがお送りします。今日から始まる新番組、テーマはなんと婚活だ。ワオ！みんな婚活って言葉は知ってるかい？僕には必要ないさ。一生独り身って決めてるからね。でもレディーたちの熱いアプローチは待ってるぜ。話がそれたな。とにかくこの番組では婚活がテーマだ。でも普通の婚活じゃないぜ。モテない訳あり男子たちがテレビの向こうの君たちに魅力をアピールするんだ。
Problematic but smoking guys.
訳ありなんて気にしない。No! それは見てから言ってもらいたいね。提供はもちろん Cupid コーポレーション。さあ早速訳あり男子たちを紹介していくよ。まだ誰も紹介してないぞ。笑うのは後に取っておいてくれ。それではパラサイト5スタート。
I wonder what this is going to be about.
最初は失恋パラサイトのギル・ラブクラフト。彼は昔の失恋を引きずって新しい恋をスタートできないらしいぜ。新しい恋を探して今回の番組に出ることを決めたそうだ。みんな応援してくれよな。お次は外見パラサイトの計算員 F 龍騎。彼は絶対的顔面偏差値重視ファッションボーイだ。デザイナーである彼は一定の顔面偏差値がないと目で認識できないらしいぜ。 CC に入ったのも姉の勧めだって話だ。婚活も一流デザイナーになるための修行としてやってるらしいぜ。いい相手が見つかるといいな。お次はみんなお待ちかねのロールアコニット。すごい完成だ。さすが大人気シリウッド俳優ラウル・アコニット。でもラウルと婚活なんて楽しみにしてるみんなごめんな。彼は今回稽古で参加してるって話だ。
I was about to say, why did they even want to be on TV? Like, half of them don't even care if they find a girl or not, Rao included, so I don't know why they even agreed. I forgot. I think it was mentioned in the last episode, but I don't remember why they decided to do this.
稽古内容はもちろんこの間発表されたラクダに乗った女神パート2だ。ぜひみんな映画の成功を祈っててくれ。ちなみにここだけの話、彼は趣味パラサイトらしいぜ。どんな趣味か楽しみにしてくれよな。お次は略奪パラサイト。なんと彼は他人の女を略奪するのが好きだって話だ。とはいえ そんな自分を変えたくて今回の番組に出ることを決めたそうだ。ぜひみんな優しく見守ってやってくれ。
Also, it says cooks. Yes, sometimes he circled a no, and we know that he cooks sometimes at least. Anyway,
そしてお次は
the president of Cupid Corp.
なんとキューピッドコーポレーションの社長シェルビー・スネイル氏。みんな驚いたか？もちろん僕もだ。なんたって愛妻家だって話題だったからね。でも実際は独身チーパラサイトだったんだ。
Why were they disappointed? I would have been excited, but whatever.
この誤解を解くために今日はコメンテーターのジェームズに来てもらってるんだ。ジェームズ、カモン。
はい、パラサイト5をご覧の皆さん、こんばんは。ジェームズです。まず皆さんに謝らせてください。実は社長が愛妻家だという羽目になったのは自分が早とちりをしたせいだったんです。信じられないって？でも本当なんです。ぜひその時の VTR を見てください。シェルビー社長といえば結婚相談所の社長。きっと素敵なご家庭を築いていると思いますが、普段はどんな風にお過ごしになられていますか？
いや、
やはりお食事はご一緒に？まさか風呂までなんて言いませんよね。休日の過ごし方などぜひお聞かせください。
休日の。
やはり記念日は大切にされますか？ぜひ御社の会員様たちの参考にもなりますし、聞かせてください。
いや、私は結婚はい
いものですか。それはよかった。結婚相談所 CC の社長ですもんね。ぜひ円満な夫婦生活の秘訣を教えてください。
Oh my goodness.
そうだな。円満な夫婦生活の秘訣は。
わお。こりゃ愛妻家社長の誕生秘話ってわけ
か。そうなんです。見てもらったみんなよーくわかりましたよね。一度も彼を結婚してるって言ってなかったって。私が早とちりしたせいで社長は引くに引けなくなったんです。みんなもありますよね、こんな経験。サンキュースタジオのみんな。そういうわけで社長に嘘をつかせてしまって本当に申し訳なかった。社長はとても会員を大切にする人です。きっと会員のみんなの幸せを優先にして今まで打ち明けられなかったんだと思うんです。というわけでパラサイト5をご覧の皆さん、朗報です。 CC のやり手社長であるシェルビー氏は婚活中だと判明しました。婚活中の女性はぜひアタックしてはどうでしょう。私は彼の婚活を応援したいと思っております。
Thank you, ジャームズ。なお、チーパラサイトであるシェルビーは自分の地位を守るのにパラサイトしてるってことだ。
So you better be prepared.
向上心の高いロサンヨークレディたちにぴったりだな。Just wait! というわけでパラサイト5はこれで以上だ。こんな訳あり男子が気になる女の子はぜひキューピッドコーポレーションまで。
I don't like this version of the TV show. It's like the showing off product. It's like, hey, if you like this coat, give us a call. I don't like it.
それでは CM を挟んだらお待ちかねのアピールタイムだ。アウトドア編ということで運動してもらうよ。
Oh my goodness.
なんとそれぞれみんなの素が見られるように台本はなし、全部アドリブだ。ラウル・アコニットの素顔が見られるチャンスだってさ。ワオ CM 後お楽しみに。チャンネルはそのまま。
Acting as himself. We're gonna play basketball. It's starting. So we have you exercise here after the commercials end. Are you ready?
バッチリだよ。
僕の加湿器はまだ。
What? We're still working on bringing it in, and
そう。まったく。こんな砂漠みたいに乾燥してるところで収録するなら、加湿器を設置するのが当然でしょ。
common sense. Ricky let out a big sigh and sprayed the mist on his face. I'm sorry. Peter's late. I hope he's not lost. The commercials breaks ending. Are you ready?
はい。
Some of them didn't sound very ready.
3、2、1、アクション。
チャンネルはそのままにしてくれてたから君たち。今度はパラサイト5のみんなに喋ってもらうよ。それでは体育館にいる皆さん、自己紹介いってみよう。はい、パラサイト5のみんな元気かい？
ああ、すこぶる元気だ。とても調子はいい。今日はいい天気だな。
オーケー、緊張してるってのがよく伝わってきたぜ。じゃあまずはキューピッドコーポレーションのアドバイザーミラーさんに紹介を頼もう。
With Bomber Teresa's call out, the camera turns left to me. According to the script, the introductions start with me. Although I was still nervous, I opened my mouth to speak. Nice to meet you. My name is Lynette Mirror, and I am an apprentice bridal advisor at Cupid Corp. As someone aspiring to become the Cupid of love, I hope to bring you all the love you deserve. I'll do my best for the next month. One thing.
頼もしいね。実は彼女、一月の成婚成立数が歴代1位になったらしいんだ。彼女に見てもらえれば彼らも結婚できるかな。
That's going to end after the Cupid's era wears off on Jupiter. How's that going to work?
さて次は婚活メンズ自己紹介行ってみよう。
こんにちは。ギル・ラブクラフトです。普通に婚活やってたつもりなんですけど、いつの間にか失恋パラサイトなんて名前で呼ばれるようになっちゃって。確かに俺は大学の頃に失恋した彼女にまだ恋してますが、きっと振り向いてもらえなくて。って待って、俺公共の電波で何言ってんだ。
いいね、一途な恋。でもストーカーに変身なんてなったらシャレにならないぞ。
相手が喜ぶことだけしていたいから、そこは一番気をつけてます。彼女に振り向いてもらえるのが一番だけれど、でもそれだけじゃダメかなって思って婚活始めたのも事実なんで。新しい恋をしろってみんなにも言われてるので、婚活頑張りたいと思ってます。本当は彼女に振り向いてもらえるのが一番だけど。
願望2度言ったね。よっぽど好きなんだな。テレビの前の皆さん、一途な恋をしたけりゃ彼がお相手にぴったりだ。
でもなんだかいくら人生を繰り返してもなかなか両思いになれないような気がします。
You'll be fine, Gil. Your work will be rewarded. Now next, Mr. Aconite.
はーい、俳優のラウル・アコニットです。趣味は神話についての文献を読むこと、討論や考察かな。今日はみんなに見てもらいたくて、俺の家から石像を持ってきたんだ。
カメラさんそっち映して。
He brought a statue. Wait, a statue? I didn't get that memo, so I quickly looked towards where the camera pointed. It was... Auntie? Her Minerva statue. Or his Minerva statue. The statue that looked just like my aunt, Lady Minerva, was there.
これは俺が特注で作ってもらったネプチューン像なんだ。みんなオリュンポス十二神のことは知ってる？ギリシャ神話に出てくる十二神のことなんだけど、ローマ神話ではディーコンセンテスと呼ばれていて、数ある話の中でも特に彼らのエピソードが好きで。でも俺が神話に目覚めたきっかけがそこってだけで、北欧神話や日本神話やエジプト神話も結構いけるよ。というか神話って意外と共通点があって、そこからまた新しい発見があるのがいいんだよね。洪水の話から古代文明のあった時代とかが分かっ。
ずいぶん立派な石像だけど、今まで趣味にどれぐらいかけたんだい？
ちゃんと計算したことないけど、60万ドルぐらいかな。
$600,000. Wait, $600,000.
わお！さすがシリウッド俳優！趣味にかける金も半端じゃないぜ！そんな趣味パラサイトなラウル・アコニット。彼は果たして恋を知ることができるのか？では次はアラン！行ってみよう。
はーい、アラン・メルビルです。さっき紹介された通り、恋している女の子が好みなんだ。
Our goal is to break him of that extremely bad habit by the end of the series.
それと枕選びが得意なんだ。枕の高さで寝心地は変わるからね。だからぜひ俺に会いに来て。添い寝して枕を選んであげる。恋する女の子にはサービスするよ。
Right, yes, well, we'll do our very best to fix this thieving parasite. And next, Mr. Snail, please show off your charm.
シェルビー・スネイル。年は32歳だ。
Very charming. Do you have any hobbies or...
趣味は SS でいること。特技は短時間睡眠、仕事だ。
Sleeping little and working long.
SS ってなんだい？
SS ランクのことだ。
So that means Mr. Snail has very high aspirations and makes every effort to stay in the SS rank. I hope we can find you a nice match. Now, next, Ryuki-kun. She calls him that in here.
計査員 F 龍騎よろしく。
He actually talked. But that might have been the worst introduction ever. Well, at least he said something, right? In fact, Ryuki-kun is the youngest guy here. Anyway, onto the interview. So, do you have any hobbies or things you're into?
納豆。
Oh, so you like natto? A classic Japanese dish. Actually, Ryuki-kun is originally from Japan. He's come all the way to Lost Shore to further his career as a designer. He's got a super artistic sensibility and... as you can see, he's happy to hit you with some hydrating mist if you're looking dehydrated. Hopefully he'll reveal a few of his skincare routine secrets as the series goes on. That's funny.
それでは早速第1回目のテーマ、体育会系アピールってことで、みんなに運動をしてもらおう。
That's what I was waiting for.
みんな得意なスポーツは何だい？
スポーツか。そうだな、ボルダリングはここでは無理だから。バスケかな。得意ってほどじゃなくて好きぐらいだけど。
俺も得意ってほどのものはないね。強いて言うならベッドの上の運動かな。
Oh my goodness.
わお、いきなりのセクシーアピールだ。だが今回それの実演は困るからな。普通のスポーツで頼むよ。
じゃあ俺はパンクラチョンかな。実は世界大会にも出てるんだ。
これは意外な素顔だ。みんなニュー情報ゲットだな。ファッションボーイは
ピラティス。
I forgot he was
さ
into
すが
that.
ファッションボーイ。美容のための運動って感じだな。シェルビー社長はどうだい？
Swimming.
私はプールで泳ぐのが日課だ。
わお、単独競技が出たな。でもここは体育館だし、プールはまた今度な。しかしそうすると最初にギルが言ってたバスケをしてもらうのが一番か。でもパラサイト5は5人だし、試合は難しいから。
She needs 6, right?
待たせたな。加湿器を持ってきたぞ。
There you go, there's your 6th. In that moment, the door slammed open and Peter rushed in with a humidifier. Oh, Peter, we already went live with the filming. Without noticing that the camera was on, Peter walked up to Ryuki.
これで良いのだろう。
遅い。もう生放送始まってるんだけど。
ナイスタイミング。じゃあそこのボーイも入れて3対3でバスケをしてもらおう。
This is gonna be funny, I just know it. You know, like puzzle when the camera turned on him, then he noticed the number of eyes settling on him and he slowly stepped back.
なんなのだ。私は別に何も悪いことは。よーし、この6人でバスケをやろう。それでいいよな。バスケ？私にできることならば何でもいいが。
He doesn't have a clue.
よし、決まりだ。チーム分けはピーター、ギル、リュウキの3人とシェルビー、アラン、ラウルの3人でどうだい？
I don't know if that's fair, teams, but
みん
whatever.
なもそれで良さそうだな。じゃあ早速バスケ開始だ。
Like this, the 3-on-3 match began, but... but...
はい、パス。
危機が迫っている。
って待って、俺パスしたんだけど逃げないで受け止めて。ピーターは俺と同じチームだから。
Like this, Peter always ran when the ball was passed to him. Peter, you have to take the ball and throw it into that hoop.
すまない。頭では分かっているのだが、体が勝手に危機に反応し。
Shelby. Mr. Snell has the ball now. Mr. Snell not playing around. He is competing. While Peter was shuffling nervously, Mr. Snell stole the ball and... scored a goal beautifully. Whoa. I know, I don't feel like this team is fair. You have Shelby and you have Raul who are more physical than the rest of the entire party.
さすがですぜ。一番動きづらそうな服なのにものともしてないな。でもおかげで全く試合にならないよ。
He was right. Since Peter was avoiding the ball like the plague and Mr. Snell was SS even in basketball, the game was hardly fair.
Hey, そこのファッションボーイ、なんで参加しないんだい？
He isn't like sweating.
デザイナーがバスケするはずないでしょ。突き指でもしたらどうしてくれるの？
わーお、なるほど、了解。インドアボーイってことで次のインドア編に期待しよう。で、アランはなんでやってないんだい？
He's not either.
出番がないんだ。うちには SS の選手がいるからね。
Why put any effort in at all?
なるほどな。ラウルもそんな感じかと思ったんだけど、そのポーズはなんだい？
いやー、やっぱうまくいかないな。パンクラチョンしながらのバスケ。
なんで2つ混ぜようとしたか聞いていいかい？
パンクラチオンといえば裸でやる競技ではなかったか？
Oh my goodness, don't even.
ピーター君パンクラチョン知ってるの？やったー、一緒にやろうやろう。
You can't get naked on national television.
いきなり技をかけるな。痛い。
Okay, well at least he's not stripping him down. Like this, the game was no longer basketball.
オッケー。アピールにはバスケが不向きだってよーくわかったぜ。でもシェルビーのダンクシュートはかっこいいな。じゃあお次はサッカーでもしてみるかい？体育倉庫から今度はサッカーボールを。
今あの扉が勝手に動いたぞ。
What? At that moment, Peter heard some kind of noise and, like an exaggerated cartoon character, clung onto Mr. Melville.
野郎に抱きつかれても嬉しくないんだけど。っていうかどうした？
そちらで何か不穏な音が。これは危機に違いない。サタンが私を呼んでいる。
I still don't get why Jupiter is scared of everything.
サタン？呼ばれても絶対行っちゃダメだよ。奴に捕まると意識失っちゃうから。
Go unconscious. But for some reason, Mr. Akane clung to Peter, who was also clinging to Mr. Melville.
ああ、そういえば昔この体育館には幽霊が出るって話があったような。
And that he's going to scare the heck out of them.
幽霊？冥界に近いのか。こんなところにはいられぬ。
Wait, Peter. Peter quickly ran away.
おい、ピーター、そっちは。チーそちらは機材が積んであると言いたかったん
Why
だ
does he
か。
say cheat?
あれ、まだ撮影中でしたか。すみません。
幽霊の正体は警備員だったか。いや、それにビビるなんて筋金入りだな。カビンパラサイトって感じだ。
Oh, he's intuitive. It's true that Peter is called a sensitive parasite by all the staff at the company.
いいね、カビンパラサイト。こうなったらピーター君を含めてパラサイト6で番組を続けていこう。
But Peter isn't looking for love, so how would he be able to fit into the program? I don't understand. What? Mr. Producer?
わお、その無茶ぶり。さすがロサンヤク TV のプロデューサーだ。でも確かに5より6の方がキリがいいな。というわけでテレビの向こうのみんな朗報だ。パラサイト5にニューメンバー追加で来週からやってくよ。
He's not a Cupid court member, he's an employee. But seriously, this improvisation is too crazy.
そんなわけで紹介、パラサイト5改めパラサイト6はこれで終わりだ。お次は特技をアピールしてもらうよ。来週もお楽しみに。バンバーチョリソーでした。
And just like that, Peter became a member of the Parasite 5 due to the productor's arbitrary decision, and the program of Parasite 6 was decided to be on air from now on. But he's not a member.
ちょっとあんたたち、僕がお抹茶立ててるんだから立たないで。おとなしく正座ぐらいできないの？
When it was Ryuki's turn to show off his skills, no one at the table would stay still, and
しかし足がビリッとするぞ。これはまさかサタンの攻撃では。
is it the dog?
またサタン？抹茶ってオイスター使うの？じゃあ俺飲まないでおくよ。
オイスター入ってるわけないでしょ。いいからおとなしく座って。あんたも仕事ばっかりして抹茶飲む気あんの？
すまない、仕事だ。後ほどいただく。私は何もしてない。餌だって食べていないぞ。
Not in this room, did it?
ねえ君、俺と一緒にベッドに行かない？
Oh my goodness. Wow.
いいから黙っておとなしくしろこの野郎ども
That's funny. He just cursed on national television. Like this, we made Ryuki angry. That's funny. And when Mr. Melva introduced his skills, oh my
俺
goodness.
がみんなにロサンヨークの夜を教えてあげるよ。ここのナイトクラブ、美味しい女の子がよくいて、酒もうまくてお気に入りなんだ。早速。
Where's everybody?
え？あれ？
They didn't show up.
不祥ギルが向かうと彼女への失恋の歌を歌います君しか見えない
All I see is you.
なぜギルは舞台に上がっ
He's
て
on
いるのだ
stage. What? Why? And also, he's definitely drunk. Who gave him alcohol?
酒これしか飲ませていないが
Alcohol? Wait, this is vodka. Hey, Gil, come back down. We're still filming right now.
あ、かしこまりましたでは次の打ち合わせでいえいえ大丈夫ですよ
There we go. Now Mr. Snell is showing his bad quirks. Mr. President, save your work for later. Wait, where's Ryuki-kun and Mr. Alkanite?
ナウルは神話討論があると帰っていったぞ龍騎は確かくだらないと言って帰っていった
Funny. But we're still on air.
パラサイト6だあなたあれよね花瓶パラサイトの
He's already in love. Peter ran away again.
すまない私は兄と違って女性はダメなんだ
Who is his brother? I thought all of his siblings got eaten up by his dad. Hey, wait, guys. Oh my goodness. And so everybody continued to be as free-spirited as usual. I want to see everyone else's thing. Apparently the day of the final broadcast was tomorrow. Wait, this is supposed to be a month, right? So the arrow's supposed to wear off, right? No, I want to see everyone's. I'm exhausted. I was involved in filming the Parasite 6 program every day and was also working as a bridal advisor in my spare time. I fell onto my bed, exhausted. Finally, tomorrow's the final broadcast. I hope everything goes well. I lay down on my bed alone, looking at my phone. I looked up hashtag Parasite 6. When I searched by hashtag Parasite 6, there were tons of reactions to the program. Yuki-kun is so cute, it just makes me so mad that other people are pushing him around. Hashtag Parasite 6, likes 25. I feel so bad for Gil. I hope he gets over his broken heart. Likes 79. The CEO loves to work too much. I understand why he's unmarried. Good luck on your search. Likes 13. Peter is such a scaredy cat. He's too cute. I always laugh when he runs until he's off screen. Likes 82. The program itself is actually quite popular, but I'm not seeing anyone step up to date them though. This program was supposed to help them find matches. Viewers watching the antics of the hopeless men on TV should be applying to date them, but no one's trying for them. Most of the audiences mention that it's fun to watch them, but they don't want to date them. Well, it's also an advertisement for Cupid Corp, so it's okay, I suppose. Although the president came out that he's single, no one seemed to bash him. So there were so many other issues with the other parasites, so Mr. Snell little white lie wasn't that big of a deal in comparison. Despite all of that, everyone seemed more closer than before, and the program itself was popular because of all the fun they were having, so...
Lynette, いいか
At that time, I heard Peter's voice from outside the room. What is it? When I answered, the door opened after a few seconds. Peter is looking at me modestly.
たまには一緒に酒でも飲まないか
He's asking for a drink. He looks like he's still in love with her, but I thought she said that this was a month-long show, and her arrow was supposed to have worn off, right? This is the first time you've ever invited me to something. Peter, great timing. I was thinking about a drink. I got up from the bed and accepted Peter's invitation. Oh, are they going to go on a date? No, just to the living room? Whatever. We settled for wine and cheese and sat together at the table. Swirling our red wine in our glass, we were leisurely and peacefully enjoying ourselves. Peter kept glancing at me multiple times. But before he could say anything, he munches down on cheese as if deciding against it. And when the wine bottle was nearly empty, we decided to go back to our rooms. Well, that was boring. What the heck? Now let's go to sleep. We need to be up early again tomorrow.
そうだな。
I would have thought that he would have asked her for a reason besides just to eat and go back to sleep, right? Do you have something to tell me? I couldn't help but ask him bluntly as he was being obvious with his shyness. He looked away bashfully and nodded.
そう、明日でようやく撮影も終わるだろう。そうしたら、明後日の休暇に私と改めてデートしてくれないか。
As he poked Peter's face was definitely that of someone in love. Oh, that's right, the effects of my arrow still haven't worn off yet. But why? I was reminded of that fact, seeing the passion in his eyes despite his shyness. He had been so busy we weren't able to speak privately, plus he was always in his divine beast form unless we were filming. Not to mention that we both felt awkward after that kiss, and I felt we were both trying to avoid being intimate like real lovers. Because of our hectic schedules, I forgot that we were supposed to be lovers, just for 30 days though. Huh? I suddenly remembered the day after tomorrow was the last day. And on that day, Peter's love towards me will fade away as the arrow's influence wears off. For the first time, I felt a sense of loneliness when I realized that. He was so attached to me. Will he ever embrace me again? And the kissing, will he ever kiss me again? Huh? What? What am I thinking? My cheeks suddenly blushed and I couldn't look at Peter's face.
ダメか。
Oh, he sounds disappointed. No, that's not it. I'd love to. Let's go on a date. And I answered quietly. Peter smiled with an innocent warmth.
ああ。
Oh? Like this, my words and my actions are making someone else happy. This is what lovers are. This is love. And Peter's happiness was filling me with joy as well. Everything from his expressions to his eyes made me feel so elated. Maybe I'm happy because I've also fallen in love with him. Oh, really?
何よこれ。あのインキュバス、私を裏切ったのね。
Yes, he did.
あ、もう。しかも変な男とくっついてるのに全然キューピッドの矢が外れてないじゃない。今回も失敗だっていうの？
I know, and Peter hasn't done anything in a month to do anything towards her. Like, he was like in a state of emergency, he said, which is why he became Peter, and he's done nothing for the last month. Some emergency, that is.
まあいいわ。どうせもうすぐ次のキューピッドに代替わりするもの。次の子が生まれたらリトライしましょう。
This is the problem when you're like fast forwarding time in a game. Like I'm having this trouble too, and I'm making a campaign right now, and it's been 115 years since my last game, and there's going to be a character that's going to be reappearing in here. So the problem with time fast forwarding is you have to make it make sense. So he said a month ago that he needs to figure out a way to sever Juno's tie immediately, and it's been a month and he's done nothing. Also, the Cupid's bow was shot before the show started, so it should be ending before the show ends, so it's just not adding up. And it's bugging me. Anyway.
結構今のキューピッドとは気があったから変わっちゃうのは残念だわ。でもアレキサンダー、あなたに会うために私何度でも頑張るわ。今回はダメでもいつかきっとね。
What, is she just giving up? Like, I don't understand. Also, she's really creepy when her eyes are open, so this was a whole plot thing, and now she's just giving up. What's the antagonist going to be now? I don't get it. Probably still going to be her, but still, I don't. I have to keep on recording, so we don't have a CG. God's measure of love. Oh well, I wanted to see the date anyways. So that was funny and all, but I want to see lovey-dovey Peter. The next day, filming for the last episode of the Parasite 6 was set to take place at Mr. Snell's vacation home, but there's always a but.
この野郎またお前俺の彼女を略奪しやがったな
He said again.
あ、はい。その件でしたら今すぐメールでお送りを。
でさ、エカテリーナ2世の像にはギリシャ神話の格好をしたものもあって、あれはただの茶目っ気だと言われているんだけど、別の見方もできて。
あ、やっぱりギル、肌が乾燥してる。
何それ、肌の乾燥を調べる機械？そんなのあるんだ。美容系雑誌の仕事するとき参考になりそう。
この私がそんな作り話で怯えるはず。
He looks confident for once.
あれピーター君、その背後にいるの誰？
Aw, they're so close that they have nicknames now. That's cute. We only had half an hour until filming started, and they were all still talking up a storm. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm Cupid, the goddess of love. I never let a little thing like this get to me.
へえ、ロサンヨーク TV で神話番組が復活するんだ。あれ結構とんでも理論で好きなんだよね。
あ、加湿器の水がなくなった。ほんと乾燥してるよね、ここ。
They do want to get married, don't they? No, they don't. They don't care. They weren't taking this seriously at all. They seem to have zero desire to show off any of their good points to try and attract a partner. Of course, none of them, other than Gil, really showed any interest in marriage. And even with Gil, he's really popular with audiences at first, but everyone could tell he's still not over that other girl, so now girls say they never want to date him. After all, this is the Parasite 5, the same troublesome group that every single other advisor gave up on. Still, I was resolved to help them as much as I could, even after the show was finished. What did you do? Just then I heard a shout from a nearby closet. Looking out the door, I saw the sleeve of a jacket sticking out. Come on, Peter, you scaredy cat.
では本番いきます。皆さん配置お願いします。
Oh my gosh, just wait till she finds out this is Jupiter. She's like, we'll be like, what is wrong with you? Peter, come on, get out of there. Everyone, hurry up and get changed, then meet back at the sofa. I forced the 6 rambunctious boys to change their clothes, then gathered them all in front of the camera. Oh my goodness. And that's how the final episode of the Parasite 6 began.
Hi, ロサンヨークの君たち、チャンネルはそのままパラサイト6の時間だよ。番組の司会は僕、みんなのボンバーチョリソーがお送りします。つい今日は最終回だ。寂しいかい？僕もとっても残念だよ。でもこれは決まりだからな。さて最終回を迎える今日、パラサイト6たちは果たして婚活に前向きになれたのか。早速みんなに聞いてみよう。はい、パラサイト6元気だったかい？
Oh my goodness, look at them.
すごい人気だ。じゃあ早速みんなテレビに向かってこれからの婚活への意気込みを語ってみよう。最初はギルだ。
Why does it Peter get to change? Does he have a suit? Come on. That's unfortunate.
俺はもっと自分を磨いて彼女に振り向いてもらえるよう頑張ってみようと思います。
To make her love me. Well.
わお、いきなり婚活断念宣言だな。
実はこの番組を通して俺改めて彼女が好きだって分かったんです。だから自分を貫いてみようかなって。
I hope you're hopeless.
前向きでよかったよ。でもまあストーカーにならなきゃ一途に行くのもまたいいと思うぜ。じゃあお次はシェルビー。
私はそうだな、今までにない経験ができてとても感謝している。これからも仕事に励み、会員様の婚活の手伝いに全力を注ぎたいと思っている。ぜひ気になった方はキューピッドコーポレーションをご利用ください。
おっと、こっちは仕事に生かされちゃったな。さすがチーパラサイトだ。じゃあお次はファッションボーイケサインくんだ。
Fashion boy.
正直今でもこれに何の意味があるのかわからない。僕はデザイナーに必要だって姉に言われたから婚活をやっていただけだし、僕と付き合うなら顔面偏差値70以上が必須だから、それ以外の人間はそもそも認識できないし、美を妥協なんて僕にはできないから、僕はそのままで生きていく。それができないなら婚活をやめるだけだし。
おっとストップ。これは一応婚活番組なんだってことで、テレビの向こうのみんな、彼と気が合う素敵なガールはぜひ CC まで。お次はアラン・メルビル。
俺は恋してる女の子からの連絡を待ってるよ。このテクニックで美味しい夢見させてあげるからさ。
略奪パラサイト変わらずだな。頼むから警察沙汰だけは勘弁してくれよ。お次はラウル・アコニット。
そうだな、恋はよくわからなかったけど、意外と神話の話がピーター君とできるからすっごく楽しかったよ。
I bet he could tell you a lot of stuff.
あお、花瓶パラサイトのピーター君も趣味パラサイトだったのか
いや、私はただその人より詳しいだけで。
気があったならよかった。ってことでラストはピーター君。婚活男子じゃないけど今回の感想を言ってみよう。
私もか。しかし私はその婚活していないわけで。だがそうだな、とても楽しかった。
For the first time on the show, Peter actually made a total natural smile. He was clearly relieved.
このパラサイト6を通して初めて友人というものができたように思えて嬉しかった。今まで友人などいなかったから。
That's cute.
私は何を言っているのだ。とにかくその以上だ。
Peter. He blushed and ran away at full speed.
友達できた。そりゃよかった。ぜひ僕もみんながこれからも仲良くしてほしいって思うぜ。とここで残念だがお別れの時間だ。パラサイト6最終回見てくれてありがとな。お相手はボンバーチョリソー and パラサイト6。提供は Cupid コーポレーションでした。またね。バイバイ。
I like how he says that.
カット。よーしよしよし、みんなお疲れ様。パラサイト6最終回無事に終了だ。
It's finally over. I let out a huge sigh of relief. Somehow we'd gotten through the final episode without any major problems. It was all over. Nobody said anything awful, and the internet didn't have anything to freak out over. The last episode was a complete success. Okay, Peter, it's all over. You can come out now. As I was coaxing him from the closet, some staff members brought out a huge spread of food, probably thanks to Mr. Stale. They quickly set out the various plates and utensils.
みんなご苦労だった。簡単に打ち上げの準備をしてある。好きにくつろいでくれ。
お疲れ様。今ハーブティー入れてくるね。
サラダある？
俺バブルティーが好きなんだけど、さすがにそれはないか。
俺アンブロシアが好きなんだけど、それもさすがにないかな。
Don't talk about the drink of the gods as if it's as common as bubble tea.
どちらもないが、シャンパンを用意した。ぜひ存分に飲んでくれ。
Just don't give a lot to Gil, right? So the Parasite 6 wrapped up party got underway. We all got to work drinking and enjoying ourselves as usual, eventually. This is pretty crazy. The TV station staff had all left, leaving just me and the Parasite 6, including the 5 very drunk Cupins.
何それ面白い面白すぎるだから俺は振られっぱなしなんだ
I don't think I would be able to understand him even if I spoke Japanese.
ギル面白い。次はトロイ見よう。俺が思うにこの映画に出てくるヘレンはヴィーナスの象徴として描かれていて。
ああもう夜更かしなんて肌に悪いんだから。僕はもう帰るからね。お肌のお手入れしないと。
I was gonna say, wait, Ricky can't drink, but then it did say 5 very drunk humans, not 6. He's underage.
なるほど。ゆで卵が実在したか。そうか。
What does the boiled egg mean?
なるほど。
What does that mean? What boiled egg?
トイレ行ってくる。
I don't think I've ever heard Alan drunk. Hope Professor Melville's okay. He's been going to the bathroom a lot tonight. Is he drunk too? Meanwhile, Peter's been clinging to me the entire night. Even with the others around, he's been sniffing my hair and putting his head on my lap. Yep, he's drunk.
気持ちいいな。なあ、噛んでもいいか。
What's the biter? Absolutely not. Why did he keep bitching wanting to bite me? I guess his cheese side really comes out when he drinks. Supposed to go on a date after the day after, never mind. While trying to comfort an overly demanding Peter, I enjoy my own drink. Didn't everyone turn to a bunch of lightweights? Have I really become that much of a heavy drinker? I thought gods couldn't get drunk, but considering how Peter was acting, I guess I was wrong. He's not a god. You don't think he's a god, so why would you think that? Whatever. Rahul put on another movie for Gil, who was already sobbing. This would be the 3rd movie tonight. I think it might be time for everyone to call it a night and head to bed. Rahul was explaining the story in detail to Gil, whose eyes were still shining. Even Mr. Snail was nodding along.
興味深い。なるほど。だから人間はすき焼きを開発したということだな。
The way he says that with his eyes. Oh my gosh. He looks like a predator. Nothing he's saying is making any sense. It seemed like he was listening to Rao intently, but then he responded with pure gibberish. I was subjected to watching Troy along with the group of drunks. Being escaped to Paris, the Prince of Troy, the most beautiful woman in the world, and that started a huge war. Dad is always talking about the Trojan War, so there's a chance this actually happened. I thought about his stories as I watched the movie and petted Peter, who was in his chief form, so no one could see him. At the second half of the movie, everyone was dead drunk and sprawled out on the floor. Hey, I thought he was in his chief form. He wouldn't sound like that. I could hear everyone's not so gentle breathing even over the movie's dialogue. Even Peter had fallen asleep clinging to me, and now he wasn't moving at all. What? You're not being consistent here. He was in his chi form. I don't understand. Whatever. Yawn. Seeing Peter's relaxed face made me more sleepy. I didn't feel like moving, so I decided to just go to sleep where I was. I adjusted one of the cushions on the couch and lay down. Everyone's just going to... Well, I mean... Okay.
野郎の中で寝て無警戒だな。よっと。
Are you gonna steal her dreams?
うん。へえ。うまそうになってるな。
Uh-oh.
この子もしかして今恋してる？少し味見させてもらうよ。
He really is going to eat her dream. Oh my goodness. You don't get to know? Morning sun brightened my closed eyes and I woke up. As I rose, I remembered that I had been dreaming. What? Was having the most incredible dream. Oh, really? It was so nice and warm. I feel like I was making love to Peter. Oh, really? Oh, no. Why did I? Oh, my goodness. She's going to plant that thought in her head. She's going to be stuck on it all day. Oh, my goodness. I was going to say, it's going to be stuck in her mind throughout the entire date now.
ああ、気持ちいいな。お前もいいか。もっとお前のことを教えてくれ。この心も体もすべてお前のものだ。好きにしてくれて構わぬぞ。
I remembered more about what we did in my dream and I quickly shot up out of bed. Oh no, can't believe I had a dream like that. Seriously, do I really want to do those kinds of things with Peter?
目が覚めたか?
Oh. What? I came to my room and I felt myself start to blush because we were doing some crazy things together. It was just a dream, but I recalled it so clearly I couldn't look him straight in the eye, so I looked down instead.
大丈夫か? まさかお前も二日酔いなのか?
No, she's not. I'm fine. Wait, what do you mean too? I tilted my head slightly and Peter gave me an embarrassed shrug.
それが皆全然起きないのだ。
Wait, wasn't he drunk too? Do you not get hangovers? I got dressed and went to the living room where it looked like there'd been a massacre.
気持ち悪い。水、それと何か元気の出るの作って食べなきゃ。
I'll get you some water and I'll fix up something perfect for hangovers. Hold on just a second.
すまない。だが、我が家の冷蔵庫は。
What? There's nothing but jelly drinks.
そういうことだ。
俺、何も食べたくない。
My old professor said that a big meal is the best cure for a hangover. That's a pretty common thing in Lost York, right?
ロサンヨーカは胃が丈夫だもんな。はあ、俺もなんか食いすぎた。うまかったけど、酒抜けないでやるとやばいな。
What does it do if you eat her dreams while you're drunk? I'm curious now.
ああ、俺もダメだ。ごめん。ね。
Everyone dropped back down groggily. It seemed like Peter and I were the only ones who were fine. I didn't see Ryuki anywhere, so I assumed he had already headed home. At least we didn't have to worry about one of about the one minor. We should go shopping.
そうだな。
He's like, okay. I thought if I made a big pot of chicken soup, they could each have some as they woke up. With a solid plan in mind, we headed out into the bright city morning. Oh, that was so good.
うまいものだな。チキンスープとやらは。これなら皆も元気になるはずだが。
Chicken soup stuff, huh? Even after getting back, making the chicken soup and eating our own fill, the others were still asleep. Guys, I made you all some soup.
後でもらう。
He just can't. It was too much. He could only groan and mutter. I guess maybe I should just leave them alone. Just as I was about to ask Peter what we should do, he took hold of my arm.
Lynette.
Is it date time? When I turned to look at him, I saw two pleading eyes. He must be thinking about the date we were supposed to go on today. Let's make our getaway. Aww. He smiled shyly. Hand in hand, we quietly snuck out of the house. That's cute. See, another bad thing about them skipping a month is like, oh, okay, she's like, maybe I'm in love with him now, but we didn't get to see them falling in love, so now we're just seeing what comes after that. Hopefully it's good. Once we were outside, we happily walked down the street like a real couple. Morning sunlight was energizing and the gentle breeze was quite refreshing. Oh look, isn't that dress cute?
ああ、本当だ。お前に似合いそうだ。着てみるか?
Actually, my study abroad program is getting ready to end soon, so...
お、確かにそうだな。
I thought she still had like 2 years left, so, or at least a year and a half. Like, I don't think it skipped 2 years, right? We just stared at each other and smiled sadly. I was sure we were feeling the same thing in that moment. Without a word, we both knew what we were thinking and how sad it would be if we'd have to head back soon. But I'm having so much fun here. I was to keep living as a human. Are you supposed to say if I was to keep living as a human? I've been here almost 4 years now, but that's not nearly enough. Being human is so much more fun than I realized. I hope gods can start coming down here to have more fun often, that I wouldn't have to feel so sad. But this time I only got the 4 years. I walked through the city, etching every single moment into my heart. The timeline's like not adding up in my head. After a while, we decided to visit the Lost York Art Museum. We whispered to each other as we were searching for paintings of the gods. Oh look, there's a portrait of Mom.
ああ、これか。懐かしいな。これを描いた時のボッタチェリをよく覚えている。
You're so old. But really?
ああ、あの時代の画家らは皆ヴィーナスに夢中でな。ミネルヴァやジュノーがよく拗ねたものだ。彼女らは美しさを競って争い合っていたからな。
Oh, that's true. There's that one story, right, about the golden apple? There was a story about all three of them claiming an apple was for the most beautiful goddess of all. Technically, it was a myth, but since Mom and Aunt Minerva had always argued so much, I assumed it really happened.
よく知っているな。あれ以来3人は常にいがみ合うようになって本当に手に負えぬ。
It's exhausting. Like, he's been talking like he's been Jupiter this whole time and she still hasn't figured it out. You sure do know a lot about the gods, huh, Peter? It's because you're Lord Jupiter's divine beast?
まあ、そうだな。真珠たるもの、主神の助けをせねばならぬから、ジュピターが何を考えているかよく見てきた。
Well, maybe one day it'll come out. Wow. So then, do you know what Lord Jupiter thinks of me? Oh.
No, お前について。
Ellis. Yeah, I've hardly ever talked to him. I'm curious what his opinion of me is. For some reason, Peter just smiled sadly.
ジュピターは、そうだな。お前を見るのが好きだったそうだ。
Oh, really? Huh? Really? But we've only talked a couple times.
お前は 特に人間臭いというか神らしくない神だったからな。見ていて楽しかったと言っていた。
I can't tell if that's supposed to be a compliment.
褒めているに決まっている。それに私もお前のそういうところが特に好きだ。
What a coincidence. He said the word love and smiled bashfully. I suddenly felt shy myself, so I looked away from him and found a painting to focus my attention on. Oh look, that statue looks just like your chief form. Do we get to see it? Oh.
それは
Wait, chief form? That's a bird. But whatever. Huh? You recognize this too? Could the person who made this see Divine Beast somehow? Maybe he couldn't see Lord Jupiter, but it definitely looks like Chi. How amazing.
そうだな。人にこの姿を見られたこともあったかもしれぬ。
But that's a bird. I don't understand. I heard that gods used to come down to the human realm a lot more often way back in the past.
ああ、あの頃の人の世は混沌としていて、神の強き導きが必要だったからな。
See, but then we stopped coming at some point. Still, humans seem to have done pretty well for themselves. Hey Peter, how come the gods seem to never want to live like humans?
人間みたいにとは
I get that they don't like coming down here because it means they'll age, but why not for quick things like shopping or whatever? Why would the gods want to go shopping? You know, buy some books or clothes, or go to the movies, get some bubble tea, then head back to Celestia. But nobody seems to want to do that, and Minerva is the only one that likes human culture, and they all call her weird for it. But it seems like such a waste to not enjoy such a wonderful world as much as possible. Now that I spent some time down here in the human realm myself, I felt even stronger about that. Why did they never enjoy human things? Why not try to learn even a little bit about them? Gods aren't all that great anyway. Maybe there's a need for them, but I don't think they're any better than humans. Both of them are just precious, just as priceless.
私も同じことをずっと考えていた。提案しようと思ったこともある。神はつまらぬ。皆身勝手で好き放題して人間から学ぼうともせぬ。こんなに人の考えは興味深いのに。だが神たちは保守的なんだ。人間が神話と呼ぶ時代に人々と触れ合った記憶がかえってそれを遠ざけているのかもしれぬ。
What do you mean?
人は都合の良い時ばかり神の名を使うのだ。
Peter looked sad when he said that.
悪しきことがあれば神のせいにする。どれだけの悪天候がジュピターやネプチューンのせいにされたか。だから私は神が人の世へ行ってもそうと感づかれないよう人の世で神の力を行使しないようにと決めたのだ。
Peter, you made that rule?
あ、いや違う。私ではなくて、そう、私の主がだ。
When are you going to ask? Oh my goodness. Lord Jupiter, you mean? Peter nodded. I couldn't read the expression on his face at all. He quickly shook his head in order to move on.
それよりせっかくだ。また映画でも見ないか。
No, let's talk about you being Jupiter. Oh, you don't mind?
いいのってなん？
He must have remembered halfway through the last time we went to the movies because his face suddenly turned red.
いや、確かに見たばかりだな。じゃあ、そのショッピングとやらをしよう。
I was gonna say, as long as it's not something like the last movie. Why don't we go to the pet store and look for some cheese-sized clothes? Just one color shouldn't be a big deal, right? Go put a collar on him. Oh, maybe Divine Beast shouldn't wear anything in the human realm. I mean, nobody can see you, though. Thinking back on the cupcake incident, I realized that they just see a collar floating through the air.
そのはずだ。だから買ってもつけられないだろうな。
Why not? That's too bad. I was thinking a bow tie would look great on Chi. Just kidding.
冗談なのか?
Are you sure you're just kidding? Of course, because it's permanent, right? What's permanent? You can't buy anything like that today, only temporary things. Flowers, coffee, chocolate, things like that, okay?
そうだな。では7番街に新しくできたカフェに行ってみないか？会社で噂を聞いて気になっていたのだ。
I'm getting like Alan flashbacks here. Oh, that espresso specialty cafe.
ああ、あそこでとても美味しいティラミスが食べられると聞いたんだ。
Oh, I want some tiramisu now. Okay, let's go get some coffee.
ああ。
And that's how we spent the final day before the effects of my Cupid's bow quietly expired. We took the subway to the cafe and enjoyed some espresso together. Then we went to the library and browsed through the books and discussed how people from the medieval age thought about gods. It was a totally normal, perfect, regular date. The kind of date someone might say, I want to go somewhere different for once, a very common desire for Lost Yorkers. But for me, that normal date was so much fun, I hated thinking that we might never do that again after my arrow faded. We'll just have to wait and see, we're only halfway through the story. Before I knew it, night had come. We held hands and walked down the street. Lost York Park was completely empty, all we could hear was the sound of the breeze. That was punctuated with a car honking off in the distance. Lost York was a bright, dazzling jewel box, and this was the only spot in the city as quiet as Celestia often was. The arrow is going to expire any minute now.
ああ、そうだな。
Oh. I recall that the matchmaking party started right after 6 p.m., and unless I was mistaken, I accidentally shot Peter with the arrow an hour after the party started. I looked at the time, then at Peter's face. I wonder how it feels when the effect wears off. Will everything just suddenly go back to normal? Do you know, Peter? I stepped on the grass and turned around. He just smiled at me sadly.
いや、知らない。他の神の寝具は私にもわからぬ。だが、この気持ちを失うのは惜しいな。できれば、ずっとお前を好きでいたい。
He's so cute. His eyes were filled with sorrow and he softly touched my cheek.
本当はずっとお前が気になっていた。どんな声で話すのだろうと。初めて声を聞いたとき、どれだけ嬉しかったか。
He's talking as if he was Lord Jupiter again. What? What on earth was he talking about? What did he mean when he first heard my voice? I wanted to ask him, but for some reason I couldn't open my mouth. His eyes were boring into me so deeply. Eyes that had watched the world for an eternal, everlasting lifetime were now looking right at me. Recall that Chi told me he existed ever since Lord Jupiter himself was born, which means he's been gazing down on the human realm for much longer than I've existed. But somehow I was his first kiss, knowing that made me kind of happy.
キューピッドの矢が切れる前に、またキスをしてみていいか。
In that moment, I felt like he could see straight into my heart, and I awkwardly nodded. Yes, that's fine. This could be our final kiss. I went back to Celestia to resume my job as Cupid. I might never get the chance again. We joined hands, then hid ourselves in a nearby grove so no one could see us. I gently closed my eyes, hiding the fact that what I really wanted was... He pulled me close to him. In a moment, I felt pressure on my lips. Couldn't have said anything if I wanted to. He's gripping her tight, isn't he? Why is he still wearing the same clothes? As our lips touched, I could feel my temperature rising. It was nothing like our last kiss. I wasn't sure if it was because it was outside or some other reason completely. Either way, my heart swelled and I was wrapped around his neck, begging for more kisses.
Lynette.
He tightened his grip and my back arched in response. Our kiss became deeper and deeper and I held onto him tightly to keep from falling over. It was like something out of a movie. We shared our breath with each other. Oh no, Love is that moment where you lose yourself in another person. I recalled that line from a movie I'd seen. You're just saying that because of the kiss. That's not true love. That's what the other person said. But this intense feeling was true, I was sure of it. Was it because I'd kissed someone, or specifically because I'd kissed a person I loved? Even as Cupid, I had no idea, but I was feeling more and more greedy, and my heart didn't want the kiss to end.
リネット、お前が欲しい。
Just then he gently pushed me into a tree behind me and ran his tongue across my neck. Goodness. His hands explored every inch of my body as if he were a trapped animal. I was startled at his sudden intensity. I thought of all the references to making love I see in the movies and the dream I'd had last night. Peter was still licking my neck and was acting as if he completely lost himself. Gods aren't supposed to do things like this, right? But Mom and Dad definitely did, though. That wasn't really the same thing, though. We were outside and his feelings were coming from my Cupid's bow, so... Wait, no. As I put my hands on his shoulders and pushed him back, Peter came to his senses.
すまない。すまない。キスをしているうちになんだか頭が混乱して。こんな浅ましい。私には友愛しかないから、絶対にそのようにならぬと思っていたのに。
At least he's talking about it now instead of running away. Peter sat down looking like he was about to cry. I tried to think of a way to comfort him. It's okay, Peter. You only feel like this because of my arrow. Once the effect fades, you'll go back to... Wait, the effect should have already faded. Checking the time again, I saw that it was well past the time when the matchmaking party ended. In other words, the arrow's effect should have definitely be gone by now.
ん？本当か？しかし、特に変わりはないが。
He tilted his head and looked at me. I was a little scared at what I saw in his eyes, because there was still the look of a burning passion. I felt like my own instinctive desires might consume me. Even though it was Peter, even though it was the sensitive parasite, despite all that, it was clear that he was the predator and I was still all too willing prey. Too willing, huh? Well, I think that about does it for the date. Thanks so much, Peter.
そうだな。
That was so awkward. I know. I should like just dismissing him like that. Oh no, everything was still so awkward. That's your fault. After our crazy makeout session just now, I guess that was to be expected. What should I do? To be honest, I want to keep kissing him, and maybe more than that. I kept trying to make up excuses like this was just research and I need to learn about love, but none of it stuck.
Cupid. 実は私は
The truth is, he called me by my real name. He sounded like he was half out of breath. He took my hand. I was sure he was going to kiss me again. I raised my eyes to his as he slowly came closer. Just then I heard a tree branch snap. How dare you ruin the moment. Dang it. Peter suddenly spun around. He looked around nervously like a wild animal preparing to fight or run.
危機が迫っている。
Oh no. Come on, you're really the sensitive parasite, huh? There's nothing to worry about here in Los Angeles.
前よりも気配が濃くなっている。一体なぜ？
What? Feel what? I had no idea what he was talking about, but he was more scared than I'd ever seen him before.
家に戻るぞ。あそこならばまだ安全なはずだ。
Okay. Peter took my hand and we started to run. What happened all of a sudden? Those feelings of sweet greed and desire he'd shown before were completely gone. I was totally confused, but I followed him back home. No, the moment's gone.
あと少しだ。あと少し。
待ってて。
Oh my gosh, there is two of them. I thought I heard a girl's voice at the beginning of the other one, but I thought maybe I was just hallucinating, that I didn't have my headphones turned on. Then it wasn't a girl's voice anymore. But there's two. There's a guy and a girl voice. Dang it. Dang it. I knew it. That's the end. a sensitive parasite. I was kind of hoping that they would go back home and finish things there, because now that the arrow worn off and he's still in love with her, come on, why not? But whatever. We'll just have to wait until further on in the story for that to happen, I guess. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. It's going to be around 2 o'clock again before I get it edited, because it has to be 40 minutes per section now instead of 30, but whatever. Maybe we'll figure out he's Jupiter in the next one. He's going to say the truth is it got interrupted, so maybe he's done lying to her. I mean, come on. You gotta be done lying by now, right? I would be tired of lying. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below and or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.